All right, so now we're gonna do around the world with our triceps. We did our biceps, so we're gonna do our opposing muscle, which is our triceps. So on the squat rack, I think we showed you some of these before, but you can always do some dips. Dips off the squat rack, the farther those legs kick out, the harder they get, but you're just gonna go nice and low, and we're gonna squeeze those tris. So that's really good for those triceps. If you have any shoulder issues, you might want to skip that one. But if you don't, those are a great option. From there, we got the straps, which are one of Sarah's and I's favorites. Same thing, we want to keep those. Now we want to think of the pin going through our elbows, through our temple, and it never leaves that spot. So we just squeeze. I mean, it'll move a little bit, but you kind of get the gist. We want to keep those elbows tucked in, and that's going to work those triceps, and they're awesome. I've been doing these for years, and they get me sore till this day. So I always like those. Same thing with the curl bar. We can just use the bar. You can put weights on it, whatever your level is. These are called skull crushers. So we're going to lay back on the bench. Always have that head supported. We don't want the head hanging off the bench. We're going to take those elbows. We're going to bring it back. And the same thing, the elbows don't leave. And then we bring that bar down to the back of your head, and we're going to push them up. And hence, that's why they're called a skull crusher. You can see why. All right, so that version's really good. It's one of my favorites. If you don't feel comfortable with the bar, we can easily change to a set of dumbbells. So we can grab some dumbbells, and we can do skull crushers with those as well. So we got the same position, except this time the palms are going to face each other, obviously, because you got the dumbbells. You want to keep them nice and tight, and we're going to do the same thing where we just pop them up, and that's going to work those triceps. You don't want to do this. That's not we want to keep those elbows in position. So that's another option for triceps. Another good one is called a tricep kickback. I think it's actually on that poster. So a kickback, we want to get a nice base. The elbow comes up, and then we push that weight back. And if you watch my elbow again, it does not leave that position. If we do this, now you're getting momentum, and that's a no-no. So you're better off to go nice and light, whatever feels comfortable, and push that weight back like that. Why am I drawing a blank?
Do overhead extension.
Yeah.
Your triceps. There's so many options.
We're going to cut that out, obviously. So another good one is just an overhead tricep extension. I always tell people, whether it's this weight or a dumbbell, you kind of want to hold it like a diamond. Because if you hang on to it like this, now your hands are in different positions and your triceps are getting worked different. So if we can hold it like a diamond like that, you're going to be nice and centered. And we're going to come up and squeeze those triceps at the top. This one can be a little tricky. You want to keep those abs tight. If you have any lower back issues, this might not be a one for you, because it's going to arch that back a little bit, maybe put a little strain on it. So same thing, we just got to work around what feels comfortable to all of us. Bands, I can't think. You're going to be doing some cutting. Or I can too, if you put it up on the...
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we got those, and I just feel like I'm forgetting something good. Oh well. So on this one too, kind of like when we did the dumbbell kickback on the bench, these are another kickback, but you can use the bands and you don't even have to pick up weights. So these are very simple too. We're just going to tuck those elbows up and push those bands back. Just like so, same thing, those elbows always stay in position. From there, we can do a tricep pull down. We're gonna tuck those elbows in and we just pull those bands down. Just like that, squeeze those triceps. If you wanna get a little crazy and it's all right on your wrists, you can flip that grip and it's gonna work a different head of the tricep muscle. You have 3 different attachments. So we can flip that wrist and pull them down that way and squeeze those triceps. So that one's one of my favorites. And then last but not least, we can lean forward. This is kind of like the skull crusher we were doing with the bar, but you just don't have to lay down on the bench, but they're called tricep extensions. Elbows tucked in, and then we just squeeze those triceps at the top. The main thing is we just want that full range of motion on any muscle group you're working. We don't want to do halves like this. Get that full range. That's what's going to keep those muscles limber and flexible. And that is triceps. Join us for the next one.